Okay.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for your patience. We are here. How are you? And
hello.
I forgot to turn the heater off. Just a sec.
Hi, everyone. How's it going? It was my fault that we're late. Sorry. I was just saying I was talking to my daughter from overseas and got carried away. So
never carried away when you're doing that. That's all way more important. I love it. Thank you, everyone, for coming on this. Well, happy Friday, guys. And a lot.
We made it.
I mean, doesn't it feel like we've lived a year in 1 week? It's incredible.
It's crazy.
Even though we know, even though we're told, and we've been seeing this coming for months and months, a year, and still it's not the same as actually walking through it.
And the intensity of the energy has just been, so if you guys are empaths or you pick up on energy, if you have been exhausted, at least for me, you've been exhausted or had headaches.
Yes.
I really do think it's this intensity of the energy right now. Don't you think so, Debbie? Or have you had that at all?
I absolutely agree with that. And another thing that came up is, as empaths, we're feeling like it all. And all of a sudden we're going to be feeling like, I mean, when bad things happen to people who are challenged, bad people, and this is a question to you, Kim, too. How are we going to work through our emotions when we start seeing everything fall implode onto Trump and his family and all, as empaths? Because our deepest alignment is for everyone to heal and become their best. And so how do we deal with those emotions of watching someone fall? You know what I mean?
Right. Well, and also, I understand because there is going to be that kind of that Schadenfreude, or where you're kind of like they're getting what they deserve, but you don't want to fall into being mean or being like, or being being another person just like on the pile. And we see what that kind of mob mentality can do to people, like literally, but spiritually too. You can get into that, good, I don't care, and they deserve it. And I think
as empaths, we can't literally our souls won't allow us to go like, ha 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 ha. I feel like we've never really been like that. I don't know.
Right. And I always just think people are in a way, if you can just separate yourself from it completely, and just they're having their own experience and journey. And even though we know about it because they're famous, we know who they are, we know what they're going through, they've touched our life in some way, it's still their journey. They have to go through what they have to go through. And if they have to go to court or go to jail, it's not any different than anything anybody else has had to go to court or go to jail or pay for something they've done. Or
that's true.
We all have that kind of stuff in our life. And it's all, I think, another thing to keep in mind is that on the other side, everything is about experience and expansion, learning, expansion. It's not seen really as like, this is really bad and this is really good.
Right.
It's seen very differently. And so if you can move yourself even further and like a spiritual perspective, you might be able to kind of see, well, this is their experience, and it's going to do something for them spiritually. It will do something that's why we're here. So I think just separate yourself from it and think of it that way. That's what I do.
I think that that's awesome. And from here on, as we witness everything that's going to come forth, that we can just send, the light. And like you said, this is their journey, and, the karma, the wheel of fortune coming around, the karma and all that, reaping what you sow and like that.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing that this is their journey. And so kind of let it go that way. So if any of you empaths are feeling some of that already, this is a good way to do it. Just surrender and allow them their journey.
Yeah, exactly. Can I say something, Debbie, to the people that I meant to mention before, but if you are in the comments, and if you're watching this and you didn't get your question selected, there's a reason why you're here. So if you didn't get your question selected, don't think that your question may not be answered through someone else's reading. It's called something. It's called like mirroring or something, but it's when your situation matches someone else's. And Spirit is very clever about getting things through. Even if you maybe didn't get selected or there wasn't enough time, Spirit will get you some kind of answer to your question. So whether it's on this broadcast, or maybe you'll be searching later and something will resonate with you, or answer that question you had, or come through in a way that it speaks to you. Just be aware that if you're here, even if you're a spectator, there's a reason you're here. So just be aware that you may still get your question answered, but it's through someone else. And it's the way Spirit works, that it's always, as soon as you put that question or that, you have that issue or problem out into the universe, something's going to come back to you. If they don't ignore you, they don't just say, well, we're not going to answer her. They don't ignore you. They will answer you in some way, shape, or form. And if you're here, there's a reason. Yep.
Absolutely. Good point, Kim. So I often get messages through the
I do too. It just happened to me this week in a reading. That's why I just am so, it was very personal to me, but it was in a reading for someone else. And I almost burst into tears because I knew it was for me. It was for me, but it was for the person, obviously. But it came through in a way that I just thought, this is my message. This is,
so it happens to me all the time. I hear you.
Yeah.
So be listening for your messages.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi, Spiritual Growth Tarot. Denise from Spiritual Growth Tarot is in the house. She's going to be with me Sunday morning at 11:11. So welcome. Yes. And there was something else when you were talking I wanted to say, but it has gone. Oh, Herc is in the house. He sent me a package of these healthy gummies. They're gummy treats because I love like licorice and all that.
Uh-huh.
So I think he thought that maybe I needed something a little more healthy. Anyways,
they're really more healthy gummies. That's good to know.
Yeah, they're actually really good. Herc, if you can put the name on them, I didn't bring them downstairs, but yeah, Herc 213. Can you put the name of them on here so people know? But he bought me these kind that are like sweet and spicy. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I love candy. I love candy. That's my favorite thing in the world.
Yes. I mean, usually I have like licorice and stuff going. But I was rewatching. I caught a rewatch of a portion of me, and I was eating, and I'm like, oh, that's not a pretty look. So I have no food near me. Anyway, thanks for that. Was such a awesome treat to get that in the mail.
That's nice.
That's nice. All right. So Kim, it has been like 10 years since I saw you last.
I know. I've aged.
No, you're going down. I feel like I'm I don't mean to keep going back to this energy, but the sleeping and the not sleeping, and then if you do sleep, it's like this. And anyway, all right. So we're going to get onto the readings, guys, unless we have an overall message. I feel like maybe an overall message, and then we can get into the readings, because I feel like there's a message coming in.
Okay.
Yeah, again, it goes back to this, it's unsettling feeling. Whenever there's been a big tower, the ground has been shaken, and your footing's off, everything feels a little off, and we just don't have those places that we usually are in control are not in control. So there's all these feelings going around, and we're just off kilter a bit. So it's all about finding those things that can just bring us back into balance, whatever that is for you, whether it's a walk, whether it's getting a game out and laughing, whether it's, even if you're alone, turning on the music and having your own little dance party, whatever it is, to kind of bring you back into kilter and in alignment, and feeling a little bit more like empowered.
It's so funny, Debbie, because I got the message that that there are bigger things at play, so ground yourself. Yeah. And so it's the same kind of thing. It's just like, be steady in your own energy. Know that you're, and remind yourself that you're okay. You're okay. You know that spirit is with you. You have your own kind of the ways that you comfort yourself and keep yourself sane in these moments. So you're okay. So use those tools, and this is the time. And there are bigger things. And I thank you. There are bigger things at play here. We're just kind of we're in the mix, but there are bigger things happening.
Yeah, and it's funny because Spirit's bringing a couple things that we talked about tonight already into one. And the first one is bring love into the situation. So I feel like that's kind of what we're talking about, is bringing that around back and leading with that from that space of love.
Right.
And then a new start is here, new moon. So the new start is happening. And a lot of times there's a little shaking up right before we step into the new. And we all know that. So find that grounding. Love it. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you.
Thank you, greeter. Yep. All right. And for those of you all know Kim from Intuitiview. So, and of course, I probably butchered the name, and she does that little smile every time I say it.
That's okay. People say Intuitiview or intuitive. If it's Intuitiview, but people say Intuitiview all the time. It doesn't matter. Same diff. People know.
You do that little smile every time I say it. So, but you know where to find her, and her link is in the description. All right. All right, Amanda. Will my boyfriend, Eric, get the job he's interviewing for on January 19th?
Okay, so Amanda, what I'm getting is that this is there's a heavy competition in this. I don't know if it's in the field or for this particular position. So it could be a very just heavily competitive field, or this job there's a lot of competition for. He has a really good chance of getting this job. And what the guides are telling me is that he needs to go in, and they're using the term with guns blazing. So to me, that means being really on top of any questions they might ask, any information. Numbers for some reason come up. So like if he helped something to, a certain amount of growth, for whatever reason, numbers are coming up. So I don't know if the person he's going to be interviewing with likes numbers, likes percentages and that kind of stuff, but to have everything kind of on the ready. Okay. So that's the advice from Spirit that I'm getting. And
yeah. And I do feel it's a yes as well, but he needs to stand out. And that's what I was seeing. And then the cards are saying that, he needs to stand out. So you have the 8 of Cups and the World. He needs to stand out. And so that's I guess a big message, because you got it. I got it when I checked in, and then the cards came in. So he needs to bring his A game there and stand out, because he's competition. So that's the big message there. But I feel like he has a really good chance.
Yeah, I do too.
And I love the 19th, because it goes down to a 1, and that's a beginning, new beginnings. Yeah.
That's good.
And before we go on, so apparently the list is closed. And so, I'm on live a lot, like Spiritual Growth Tarot and I will be on Sunday, so you can bring your questions then as well. And again, what Kim was saying earlier, your question may be answered, even if we don't get to the exact question. And yes, all right.
And someone just asked, is it weird I don't have a question? But no, that's, you don't, no, not at all.
I love this energy that's coming out, and listening to the questions and holding space and all that. And it's just a beautiful community to hang out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So Renee on here, Rene, just Renee. She has a site that she has a couple sites, I guess, where she advertises for us. So whenever there's something coming up, she advertises, and her name is Renee. She's on here.
Oh, nice.
So if you ever start doing stuff and you want her to put it on her site, she advertises for all the lives and anything coming up like that.
What is her site called?
Well, her name is Renee, Rene. Renee, can you put your stuff up here so we can see it?
Awesome.
But I mean, just me. Oh, okay. It's at tarot_love_community.
Okay.
On Instagram.
Instagram. Okay. Yeah. All right, cool.
But yeah, great resource and supporter of us readers and stuff. So love what she does.
Nice.
For some reason, I'm not seeing the question. Did you already put? I know she probably already put it up here, and I missed it. That's usually what happens. And then she's like, okay, it's like 10 people up. Someone's talking about your classes. Yes. Check out her classes, you guys.
You can just go to intuitiview.com and you'll see them there. They'll have the descriptions. So you can see if you're interested in, and take them, and then tell me what you think.
All right. Love, peace. Why does my stomach flip? Why all this doubt? Is there something that? Okay. Just in general, love, peace? because I feel, I mean, if it's not just if it's in general, I'm connecting it to kind of what we were talking about at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling everything. We're feeling everything, especially as an empath, love piece. You're tapping into some strong energy right now, and it makes you unsettled. It makes you feel unsettled. So it's all about harnessing that energy and taking back control of it. So when you're in it and you're feeling like, well, where is this coming from? Blah, blah, blah. So take a moment just to literally envision harnessing that energy and understanding it and sending it back out.
So, and along those lines, I'm actually getting love piece that it is a physical spirit communication to you. I feel like that is how one way spirit is communicating to you,
Mm-hmm.
and the message I feel like is something about getting you to look more closely at a situation. But to me, there is a little bit of like, I don't want to say negativity, but it's almost like a cautionary kind of feeling. So it's almost asking you to kind of look at something again, or look at it closely, or to me, it's some kind of, they're trying to get you to pay attention to something. Yeah. So, but it is a communication. So I just want to, if you might be feeling like there's something more to this, there is. It feels like some kind of communication. And if you get other things like chills or it would stand to reason that it's just another way that spirit is communicating with you that's kind of physical. Some people get like their heart chakra will get warm, or they'll get like a dizziness. I get dizziness, chills. I'll get like lightheaded. All of those things are telling you something.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And that I feel like is some kind of message, but to me it has to do with kind of like either caution or like be aware, be more aware, look into this, that kind of feeling to it. You'll know, you're the best person to know what it actually means, but that's the way it feels to me, is kind of like this, look at this again, are you sure, be careful, that kind of feeling. So that's what I'm getting.
I have to agree with that as well. Overall, as an overall message for you, love and peace, that this is a way that spirit connects and gets your attention. Some people see numbers 333 or 1111 and all those things. Those are all connecting and getting your attention to pause for a moment and look into something more specifically. And it's a community feel, but it's also, if we were going to take it on a personal level, love peace, which I think, Kim, you were kind of touching on, that that it's more of a personal message specifically for you. You've been putting something together, working towards something, and it's, reaping rewards right now. And I feel like, if this is a person in your life, it's something that they want you to be aware of. So kind of be on guard, stay in your space. Again, pay attention. Use your intuitiveness, but pay attention for something coming in. Okay. A change coming. But when you're feeling that flip-flop, press into it and stop and listen, however you intuitively can tap in. But I feel like it's important to listen to this one. Mm-hmm. Giving you a big hug, love, peace. Ooh. Rochelle, how are you feeling? She was Rochelle. She lives in San Diego. She's part of our community here. She was hit by a trolley.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, but how you doing, Rochelle? How are you feeling? Everybody's asking her now because they say not great. Okay, we are all sending you light and love right now.
Yeah, definitely.
This chronic healing stuff that she's going through right now.
Oh, broken collarbone. Oh, that sounds so painful. I'm so sorry.
Horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
We've been all praying for
Get
her.
well, mend quickly. Yeah.
Did I miss the question again? Usually it's right there. We need her question. We need. Oh, bumped. Mm-hmm. Now, Kim, is there actually a fire in Riverside right now?
I haven't heard anything.
Oh,
there
okay.
could be. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it if there is.
I thought I heard something about a fire. I'm like, that's usually we don't get them in the winter like that.
Right.
Am I missing? Seriously? Oh, there it is. See?
I don't see. I have no access. I don't know what's happening. 2 shades.
Okay. 50 Shades. Finding a life partner this year. All right.
Um, 50 Shades. So and Debbie, we're on our own energy. We're looking at probabilities and things. I actually feel like it's going to be next year, 2022. That's what I'm feeling. But I actually feel like it's because they have work to do. They're not ready for you. So that's what I feel. I feel like they're not ready for you, but they are working. They don't know it, but they are working towards that. And I feel like you'll find each other in 2022, because I feel like 2022, like the holidays, you're already together. So it's gonna. I feel like, and you may, we could, sometimes we get different things, but that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm kind of feeling. So
yeah, I was feeling that too when I was, pushing into the energy. She actually has some things on her path as well, that can be continued to be worked on this year as well. So take advantage of that. But seeing him too, they're just kind of like not quite on the same path yet, but he is there, or this partner is there, and to show you in the cards, if you went in right now, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be in wholeness, but it is out there, and you're in a good place right there. But there's still things surrounding that that need to be worked on. So you have the 10 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. So still some stuff to be worked on, but it's coming. And the outcome here for 2022 is the Emperor and the Lovers. So it's looking really good. Looking good for you.
And Debbie, I'm just going to ask 50 Shades, and if it comes up at some point, it's fine. But 50 Shades, I'm being shown like a list. Did you make a list of like traits I want this person to have? Because I almost feel like they're trying to fulfill the list. It's like they're still working on it, but I feel like there's an actual list somewhere. So I don't know if you've actually made like a list of traits or like a vision board or some kind of like something like that, because I feel like that's there. It's almost like the universe is trying to help them fulfill this list so that you like them, you're attracted to them, you need to be attracted to each other, and so they're working on it. So I did a very long time ago. That doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's yesterday or years ago.
Yeah.
But it is like but they're also telling you like they will have these things that are on your list. So whatever that is.
And with that Emperor card, that's pretty solid. That energy is really solid with that Emperor card coming in. Okay. I love that.
Yeah.
So embrace this year. It's going to go faster than you can imagine. And there's going to be a lot of other distractions, but it's going to continue to bring you to that right place. Now, in between this next question, Lucian, I want to step in here for Rochelle, because she's hasn't been able to be with us for a very long time, and she's wanting to know about her healing. And so maybe we can just sneak her in between here and get her in. I hope I'm not in trouble with Lucian. Okay, here's this person, but we're going to check on Rochelle. So Phyllis, we're going to be right with you, but we're going to check on Rochelle real quick. Oh, she's already she is on the list. I didn't know if she made it. Okay. Do I have a lawsuit to win? Okay, she wants to know if this is all gonna go through for her as far as lawsuit and stuff.
Who is this, Rochelle?
Rochelle.
Rochelle, okay. A lawsuit. For your recovery, just by the way, it's going to be complete but slow. Just so you know, that's what I got. I heard that very clearly. Complete. So you'll have a complete recovery, but it will be slow.
I'm getting the same thing, and I'm also getting, you know how when it gets cold or whatever, you might have some aches and pains, but new ones that you wouldn't have had before. But as far as recovering and getting back to it's coming. It is coming, but it's taking some time throwing these cards.
I just heard settlement. So I think if you try to sue, I think they might settle with you. Or there might be some kind of settlement, because I don't see like a court. Usually I'll see something that tells me like you'll go to court or you're going to be before a judge or something.
Yeah.
I heard settlement though. So I think they may settle with you if you try to go forward with something. That's what it feels like to me. So at least that's what I'm getting. What do you say, Debbie?
Well, I see that you will the recovery. You have the recovery coming, but don't. It's going to take some action on your part, but recovery is there. But you need to work at it, and you're going to come right back to you. And yeah. And we have the High Priestess coming in too at the bottom of the deck for you. So I feel that there's a lot of spiritual growth coming in with that card, with that. Again, I'm hearing that kind of harnessing the energy surrounding within this healing. be the one in power over the healing, not the healing empowering you. And as far as the settlement, I'm not seeing any court. They're not showing me court. I see the signing of papers and shaking of hands. And it will be, you look good. Like you look okay. You look happy with it, right? Yeah, I know, Rochelle. It's so hard because the pain wants to overtake, but just you're gonna have to be purposed, just like within the cards, what they were saying as well. You're gonna have to be purposed about harnessing it all in. Oops. Here I go with my hands. Okay. Yep. Blessings to you, Rochelle. We're giving you big hugs and sending you a lot more healing. All right. Sorry, Lucienne. I didn't know she was on the list. I saw her come in so late. I didn't think she made it. Okay. I'm supposed to, I forgot to say this at the beginning, as far as part of the rules, don't use red hearts in here because when Lucienne posts the question, she uses red hearts to get our attention. So any color, there you go. I love that color. It's a red Jeep California. I love that color. Okay. Anyways, thanks guys. All right, Phyllis. Career and family 2021.
So Phyllis, I'm getting that there's somebody in the family that's been stuck or been like unable to me, it just feels like they've been stuck, either unable to make a decision about something or unable to move forward from something. And so that's going to be resolved in 2021. They'll start moving again. So I'm not exactly sure what it is. It just feels like they've been stuck or immobile, not able to move forward. So it could literally be physical, or it could be like a job or something, but I feel like it's like they've been, or it could be their own decision. I'm not sure actually what this is, but it's like they've been stuck or in this one place, and they're going to be moving again in 2021. There's actually something about, or that could be the career. Maybe that's the career. Maybe that's why I'm picking up on.
Well, I got the family and stuck too.
Okay. So. Okay. Anyway, go ahead. I'm still working on it. So go ahead. That's the first thing.
I was trying to tap into the career. I got all family because I feel like that energy is so strong. But I feel like there's some, when I was tapping in, I felt like there was just almost no movement, and I felt a lot of cloud around it. But, and I have the 10 of Pentacles right there in the middle. So that is family. That's also money and money issues and loss there. And surrounding it though are the 5 of Cups, and so that's also a feeling of loss and regrets. And then the 9 of Swords. That's like you're up at night and you're very stressed out. So something along those lines. It's been a very stressful go, Phyllis, but I do see things changing for you, but recognizing that this has been a tough go for you. I feel a new flow coming in financially for you. So be aware of that. stay on top of your game. Keep looking, like as far as your career and whatnot. If you've lost a job and need to get in a job, stay on top of that. Things are getting better. We have the Six of Swords coming in here. You are moving out of this troubled water into smoother waters coming in. Okay, it's been a heavy burden, but you're going to be able to settle down and really start planting again and take a breath.
And there's something about, Phyllis, there's something about not getting wrapped up in the little things or like the little details. Look at the big picture. That is career. There's something with career with that. And so
thank you, Melody. Blessings.
Thank you, Melody. It could be something like, you know, if you're working with other people and like there's gossip or something, it's like, don't get into that.
Oh, you froze. Uh-oh. Are you still froze? She's frozen, guys. She'll be right. It'll come back on. Right in the middle of a really good point. So Kim, if you're here, pop out and then pop back in. I mean, pop out and pop back in. So Phyllis, you're thinking of retiring again? So something within the family that we were getting with the initial, something going on there. You're welcome. 50 Shades. Okay. I wanted to check more too, Phyllis, into your work. I'm working part-time. My husband, heart issues. 94-year-old stepdad. Okay. So that's some of the stuff with that initial energy that we were seeing with family. Okay. And yeah, that makes sense. I feel like, you know, as far as you're working, it's important to stand in what you're looking, you know, stand in your, when you step back and you think about, you're working part-time now and you're thinking about retiring fully. What does that fully feel like when you embrace both those, when you embrace working, continuing to work, or when you embrace retiring? What does that feel like? Fill it out, like fully put yourself in both those situations. What does it feel like in your body? What does it feel like in your heart and mind? And like that. But important to stand for your truth. It looks like you're like the leader of your house here. And but I feel victory coming in and a coming together. So when she comes back on, she'll be able to finish up for you. But Phyllis, we are giving you a big hug and sending you light and love as you face some of these choices. But kind of step into what you're feeling, what you're thinking. Sorry about this, guys. Kim's thing, but she'll be back. No worries. So, but we'll move on to the next question. And I know that you're like, wait, I want Kim there too. All right. Sandra, what is going on in my dad's head? He is 90. He has Alzheimer's. Okay. So, Sandra, I just kind of tapped in, and what I'm seeing here is, she's back.
Hello, I'm back. My internet went out just for a second, so I got completely disconnected to everything. To
I
the
tell
world.
you,
sorry about that, everybody.
All the energy. So we're on to Sandra. And I was just tapping in on her question. I know that you were finishing up with Phyllis, and I did a little finish, but I didn't know if you were right in the middle of a good sentence.
All I was saying was to avoid getting mired in the little stuff. Look at the big picture. Eye on the prize, that kind of thing. Because the little stuff it seems like it's almost like it tangles up your energy. It takes your energy, and it doesn't allow you to kind of get the big stuff done. So that's all.
Perfect. Love that. That's perfect. Okay, so when I'm stepping in over here, and as I step into energy, and this is kind of how I do it, I call it the in between. And so sometimes, and that's how when I connect with those on the other side, or if I'm connecting into spirit to get messages and so forth, I call it the in between. Well, I'm stepping in, and I'm seeing over here. And I'm pointing over here because that's where I step in to see people on the other side. Is that your dad is kind of living in the in between, and he's having he's meeting up with people on the other side. He's communicating with people on the other side. He's living in that in between, and I see him literally sitting there doing crossword puzzles. And not that that's what he would be doing here physically, but he literally is kind of sitting there, kind of hanging out and doing crossword puzzles until he goes completely home. So when you're wondering, like, what's happening in his, you're seeing his physical body here and the struggle and all the pain and all the things that go along with Alzheimer's. And he is living in the in-between. So it's like, when it gets too rough physically, he kind of just goes a little further in the in between, so to speak, is what I'm seeing here.
I think that's right, Debbie, and I think I'm also seeing a lot of I feel like, and if he's still talking and stuff, does he mention things from a long time ago? But it's like, if he can remember that, why can't he remember what he had for breakfast this morning, or my name? It seems like he keeps going way back. And I also feel like, though, it's comforting, it's happy, it's not bad. There's also something about I'm also getting like a man in a uniform. So was he in the service? And if he was, he may be going back to those days around that time. I just feel like he kind of, there's something about that area of time that is like his heaven in a way. And so I think you're right, Debbie. I think he goes back and forth from the past to here, and also kind of like leaving his actual physical body and getting prepared to transition at some point.
It's and that's exactly what he's preparing for, that transition, and connecting with those from his past that he loves. Also, there's a time of taking inventory too. So all that's kind of taking place right now. I have the Hermit coming in here too, and the Hermit talks about that when they're in that space. They're receiving that higher perspective, deeper understanding, and he's connecting to loved ones.
Yes.
So he's not lonely. He's not hurting. He's connecting with loved ones, just like Kim was talking about, probably with his old buddies. and everything. So we only get to see this physical struggle, and we're thinking they're struggling too. The spirit is transitioning out is gentle, actually.
Mm-hmm.
We only get to see the body letting go, and it makes us feel like, oh, this is horrible. But so blessings to you. I hope that helps, Sandra. Blessings to you.
Hi, Scott. I was just thinking about you today. Just thinking about Scott today. I've interviewed him on my channel, and I always think of like a million questions I could have asked, afterwards. And same with you, Debbie. I'm like, oh, I should have asked this. I should have asked that. Anyway, I was just thinking about him today.
That's hilarious. Okay. Did you get his recent ask for next week?
No.
There you go, Scott. She didn't get it.
What was the ask?
So next on the 20th, inauguration night, he invited 6 of us to do like a little panel thing after the inauguration and hang out and chat and do some readings. And that's exactly what I said you'd say, because I already made the flyer. I'm like,
I'm surprisingly free in the evening. So unsurprising in these days, I guess.
I'm like, oh, she'll be game. I already have your picture on the flyer and everything. I would have taken.
You are psychic, Debbie, so you knew I'd say yes.
I'm psychic, All right.
Check your text messages. I will. I rarely look at my text. I always go through email, but I will. Yep. Sorry about that, Scott.
She didn't ghost you.
No, I didn't ghost you.
Okay, Pamela, should we keep farming? My husband has health problems. Pamela. I'm kind of confused at what I'm seeing, but I'll share what I have. I'm almost seeing like a collaboration. Like where you all could slowly, kind of transition out of the farming, but stay there. And then another family come in and live and work on the. Let's see. Let's take a look here.
Yeah. So Pamela, what I'm getting is, I feel so sad all of a sudden. I feel really sad. I feel like I want to cry. I feel like this, your husband's like heart is in the farm or the farming. There's something very emotionally connected to this. And I feel so sad for him that he's losing the ability to do this. It's really like emotional. Or that he feels he is, because and that's where I'm torn, because I feel like it's so good for him. It's so healing for him to be connected to the land this way. So I would say, along with the lines with Debbie, and do it as long as you can, as long as it's feasible, because it's so good for both of you, but for him, and then let it go gradually. Like I think you were saying that, Debbie, kind of like have somebody help you for a while and kind of leave it gradually. But there's always sometimes, spirit needs us to move on to the next thing that we wanted to accomplish here, that we wanted to get done here. And so it can be painful leaving one part of your life and going on, but there's usually a reason when you have to give something up, or you get fired from a job, or you feel like you need to leave a job, even if you loved it before or you've loved it. There's some reason that you need to move on from it. So just realize that you're not only leaving something, you're actually going to something as well. You're moving towards something, not just away from something. Okay. So I hope that helps, Pamela.
And be open to alternative ideas. But I really don't feel that leaving the farm is a good idea. There'd be regrets, and it just doesn't feel good about leaving the farm. But I do feel like something else coming in. And again, that Three of Cups there is bringing someone else in. And with that Eight of Wands, it seems like it'll come in sooner than you think. This collaboration or like-minded people coming in. No one wants to see farms go.
Right.
They want, and maybe working out something that you wouldn't be left out, that you'd be still a part of it.
Right.
And then kind of slowly, naturally, in a natural way, stay a part of it. I feel like you can do that. I feel like there is an offer coming in that will possibly be something like that. You have the Emperor, the Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. And I feel like there might be something solid coming in that would help you remain there.
Oh, she just said our granddaughter might come and help. So maybe that's what you're looking at.
Yeah, everybody's about farming right now. And you have this new generation, and you're talking about your granddaughter there, Pamela. People want to live off the grid and do all their own farming and all that. So it's there. And someone else said earlier about some legislation that Biden's bringing in to help the farmers. So I wouldn't think about leaving it yet.
Yeah,
we are giving you a big hug, Pamela.
Yeah,
light and love.
I feel like it's dark in here all of a sudden.
Sun going down.
My husband has a difficult student this year. How can I best help him? Do you mean how you help your husband? What is the student's? What age does he teach? Let's just put it that way. Let's start there, Sheila.
Yeah, let's start there. How to best help the student, or how to best
that's what I was thinking. How to best help the student, or how to help your husband.
Special ed elementary. Oh, so she wanted to know how to best help the student.
Does this student have outbursts of some kind? Because I feel like he has, it's like there's outbursts for some reason that's coming in. And disruption. I feel like if you're asking about how to help your husband, I feel like he needs to leave this stuff.
Thank you, Marby.
As difficult as it is, thank you, Marby. As difficult as it is, I think he needs your help to leave his school things and that kind of stuff there, because he needs the time to kind of be able to step away from that situation and the stress of it for a while. And it also will give him a clearer perspective of how to help this student if he's able to kind of step away from it. I feel like he's mired in it and thinks about it a lot. And if you can help, a way to help your husband is maybe to try to get his mind off of it. At least, some of the time. I know it's hard when you have something like that. I was a preschool teacher, and I had students that I used to think about all the time. And it's very hard when you care to leave that stuff at work. But I really feel like he needs to, he needs time to step away from it. And that will help him, though, have some clear ideas of how to help. But he needs to step away from it when he can.
I also feel when I was tapping in here and I was tapping into the student my guides were showing me a link to home. Something is happening at home that is causing a disruption, like the parents aren't on the same page, or there's some kind of I'm just seeing a shaking on the ground, like it's not stable. And so that makes it even worse for him in school. So,
Debbie, I'm wondering if the student doesn't have outbursts, I'm wondering if maybe now that you said that, picking up something at home may be happening, outbursts at home. If he's not the one having outbursts, then it may be that it's someone in his family that has outbursts or is having outbursts. Do you think that could be right, Debbie?
That could be right, for sure. We have
it could be both, I guess. Could be both. Maybe he's mirroring what he's seeing.
It could be. And we have, because I do have, the King of Swords coming in the challenge, someone tyrannical, or in here and so I feel like there's one stable. We have someone who's stable, and then we have it's not a good match at home. Mm-hmm. And so what your husband would need to come in and kind of be that spiritual leader, or that, obviously not, it's a school, to try to bring that balance in, harnessing that energy in, but explaining, I feel like in special ed you have more contact with the parents. So I feel like he needs to come in. This is him coming in and saying, kind of laying down the structure. This structure needs to be in place. There's purpose of it. If there's anything going on at home, like maybe do it behind closed doors, because it's causing him to feel disrupted. And yeah. I'm not getting any more on that, but specifically for your husband, it's kind of like continuing to lay down, this is the rules, and there's purpose behind these, because these kids need this structure. Mm-hmm. This is the way it goes, like that.
And something on the side, just about a lot of children that I've read about, whether they are on the autism spectrum or are having other difficulties that would be a special education student, other things that may be going on. that a lot of times those children come in as mainly teachers. They teach the people around them with their with patience, teaching them patience, teaching them kindness, teaching them empathy. A lot of times they come in as they're very evolved souls that come in to teach us. And so just keep that in mind as well, because he may learn a lot. Your husband may learn a lot from this student and what ends up happening with him.
We are wrapping your husband up. It's very hard.
Yeah.
All right, Dawn Broadbent. General reading. All right, Dawn. Good night, greeter. Thank you. Hugs to you.
Good night. Thank you. Dawn, the first thing that's coming in for me is you need to okay, person just said make peace, but you need to let go of I don't know if it's specific things in the past or it is your past. Lay them down for good and make peace with them for good. Let it go, that kind of thing. There's something about making peace with the past. And I feel like this has to do with not only forgiving other people, but forgiving yourself as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, something about visiting old, I don't know, old stuff, old mistakes, old things. It comes up as being just disruptive to now. And so that's what I'm getting, at least for now.
I did get one card to back you up on that. Mm-hmm. That initial energy that you were touching in, the 5 of Cups, kind of letting go of that. Don't allow that to be a part of who you are now. If you bring that past forward, it kind of disrupts your path that you're on, the trajectory of your path. So sometimes it's important. Okay, it's important to kind of let go of, because you don't want to make future people pay for the sins of the people in your past. Does that make sense? You don't want to transfer that on to the new people coming in. Mm-hmm. When I first stepped into your energy, Dawn, I was feeling anxious and almost like, is something going to happen? You've put something in place, or you want something to happen, and there's an anxiety behind it. I do see that when I get these two next to each other, I feel like there is absolutely love coming in. You have the Page of Cups bringing in the offer, and then next to the Lovers. So there's some kind of new connection coming in. And with these two next to each other, it seems like that would be love. It could just be a very strong connection coming in as well. Something new. But it's important that you stand in your authority in who you are. Don't change for anybody else around you. Stay in who you are. Bring in your strength, your power. Be that. But I do see celebration and movement coming in for you. Okay. So whatever you've been manifesting, I feel like you're going to celebrate, but it's important that you it's time to let some of this stuff go. Can't bring that forward. And I don't know if this is resonating at all, because I don't see any of her writing anything. But that's what I'm sensing.
And it's weird when you do, at least for me, Debbie, I'll just speak for myself, but for me, it's weird when you do when somebody does that, when they just say, just tell me anything. To me, I always feel like Spirit's going to go where they want to go at that point. So even if it's like, I wasn't even thinking about that, or I didn't even, that was whatever.
Yeah.
They go where they want to go. If you do that, they're not going to zero in on, something you want to talk about. So I always think it's good to say, but if it's general, if you really want to know, like, what do I need to do right now? What's going on with me? A general is fine.
Yeah. She said she was taking notes.
Spirit's going to go where they want, where they think you need to go. You just hand it over the wheel.
Yep. That's right. That's what happens. And she said she was busy taking notes. So,
good.
So please take this energy where it fits, Dawn, because without having a direction, we're just throwing out what's coming in.
Okay. She says it's so hard to get. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me to get off the trajectory my past has given me. Yeah. And it came through, you listened to the words as well, because it was saying, make peace with it, leave it there, let it lie, those kinds of things. So it's almost just like, put it to rest, basically. Let it R.I.P. rest in peace, past.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't need to keep picking it up. Just let it lie. It happened. Let it go.
Blessings to you, Dawn.
Yeah, blessings, Dawn.
And I really feel like as soon as you're able to really surrender some of that you're stepping into some beautiful energy. Basha, will I be able to adopt Marcus, the Pomeranian?
Oh, the Pomeranian. That's so cute. Oh, that's my favorite. That's my daughter's favorite kind of dog is
Pomeranian.
Little pom-poms. Yeah, she loves Pomeranians. Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
Well, I do see a new fur baby in your family.
So I'm getting that and these are hard sometimes, because if there are other people involved, sometimes they can make their own. We have free will, right? So things can happen. But I feel like that Spirit wants this union. It's kind of like this little energy really fits your home and you. There's the connection there. So I feel like Spirit is on your side. They want you to have this adoption. They want this to happen. So just so know that, and a lot of times when you have that, it works out, because this is something they want to have happen, and you've got their backing, you've got their blessing, and if they can help, they will. They can't make people do stuff. So if somebody is, stands in the way or something, they have free will to do that. But Spirit does, I feel, and maybe you're feeling this too, Debbie, that this union is supposed to happen. It really does feel like a karmic match in a way, or a energy match.
So I do have the Wheel of Fortune, which is karma.
Okay.
and you're waiting for that ship to come in, so to speak. So you're waiting for this to happen. And it is a karmic deal. There's a karmic deal coming in here. Now, I just want to be on my side and keep manifesting what you want, Basha, and what you desire. But there's a lot of free will at this. I do see you with a fur baby. I'm not sure it's Marcus, though. But know that it is a karmic match. Mm-hmm. You're going to be connected with the exact perfect one. And but I'm not sure that Marcus is the one. I'm just not sure. When I first tapped in, when I was first tapping in, I wasn't seeing a Pomeranian. I was seeing a little dog, but I was seeing a different dog, so that I was kind of hesitant. But when I dropped the cards, there is something karmic at play here, and it's going to even be better. And it will be a karmic connection. And maybe it is Marcus, but there's some things that need to take place first. So let's hold on to maybe that part of it. But whatever happens, Basha, the karmic thing, the reincarnation that you're hoping for, I feel like it's coming in here, but it may look a little different than what we think.
And Basha, you're saying, I think my deceased Pombo sent him to my attention. Okay. Those kinds of things, trust those instincts that you have about stuff like that. I think 9 times out of 10, you're picking up on something, and no one knows your situation and you better than you. So pay attention and trust those things that come in.
Yeah. Trust that. And maybe it'll direct you to either Marcus or another perfect one.
Right.
Hi, Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
But the great thing about this reading, Basha, is Spirit is fully involved in this. Like, there's no doubt. I love it. I love that, bringing the fur babies together.
Cute. So good luck, Basha. That cute little baby.
Did I miss the question? Down for 1 second. Probably missed it. No, I didn't. Okay. There it is. Gnome. Gnome de plume. What will be the reaction at my workplace when I put in for my retirement?
I feel like they're going to be happy for you, but they're going to miss you. It's bittersweet. That's what it comes through to, how it comes through to me.
Like lucky.
Yeah. A little bit of enviousness. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But I do think it's bittersweet. I think that they're going to miss you, you know.
Yeah. That change is hard.
Mm-hmm.
I feel for you, though, that it's going to be, this changes, this has been a good choice for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's opening the door for you. This is really good for you. But I do feel there's some contention. I mean, there's some things at work that may be going down, like a personality, like maybe one person. There's going to be worry, like people are concerned about you leaving because they need, whatever position you're leaving. But I also see that, and I was feeling when I was tapping in that there might be like one person that there was kind of a contention with that. I don't know.
We'll be happy.
I don't know how to put it.
Yeah.
They've been kind of tyrannical to you, because I have the King of Swords in there. So they've been an issue for you. So maybe that's where it's good for you. But
yeah.
And I feel like they're not making it totally easy for you to leave. Yeah. Drama. But there will be concern. I don't think they're making it totally easy for you just to leave this person, but for you, it's all good. Mm-hmm. And you're going to be okay. You're going to be able to balance your finances. You're going to find new things to do, and you're going to reconnect with yourself. It's going to be great. Yeah. No, that's what I'm getting. A mix of good and bad in that one tyrannical person. So, all right. Well, good luck to you and enjoy this. This is going to be really
enjoy it.
Blessings. Oh, this is what happens when, that was weird. I totally, when you're doing this and you're kind of in that alternate, I almost forgot I was here. Oh, hi, everyone. Hi.
I know it is. Yeah, it is. It
is trippy. Okay, Richard. They are talking about reducing disability benefits in February. Will this happen? Wow, I feel like they are turning that around. Let me tap in. Disability benefits.
I don't know who's in charge of things like that.
Thank you, Sharon. Blessings.
Sharon? Who's going to be in the Biden administration who'd be in charge of something like that. But I feel like the person in charge is a fighter. So I feel like there's a very good chance that these kind of things, disability and, all those kind of safety net programs are going to build up rather than shrink. I feel like this person in charge, I just feel like they are like a dog with a bone. They really believe in what they're doing. So they're a fighter. They're going to fight for you. So that's what I'm feeling. I don't know who it is. I don't remember. I don't know, but I feel like they're very passionate about this. They're very passionate about these kinds of benefits. So they'll fight.
Yep.
I think it'll be okay.
They're working on it right now. You have the 7 of Cups. They're maneuvering everything around, looking at it all, making choices. But you have something new. I feel like a new package is coming in, and you're going to be happy about this. Look how happy you're going to be with this new package coming in.
Wow, that's super happy.
Yeah, super happy.
Super happy.
The 9 of Cups, dude. Very hopeful, very set. So very more secure.
Yeah, it feels very positive.
Mm-hmm. Very positive.
Yeah, very positive.
They were talking. He released Biden released his new plan for the first layout.
Yeah. And
I was like, wait, that's not 2,000. I'm like, well, if you add the 600 plus this, it's the 2,000.
Right. Yeah.
And then they're going to turn around and do another package. So they just want to get this out.
They will.
Right away.
They'll keep it coming. And they're not going to be fooled again by the Republicans talking about the deficit. Democrats are just going to be like, la, 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 you can't talk about that because you exploded it. And we know that we can it's okay. We need to put money in to make money, come forward.
Right.
So
how do you, it'll help the economy.
It'll come back. Yeah. It'll make the economy come back better.
All right. I better keep my eye on here or I'll go into that nowhere land again. All right. That was funny. I mean, when I'm by myself, that's easy to do, but when I'm doing a live go off with into spirit la la land. All right. Does Grandma Norma Ross have a message for me? Let's see. KN. So the initial KN, if you're here, if you could be on the chat and be able to type in, but she's coming in and she has like jeans on, like she would like jeans and a blouse or something, but ready to get out there and do something, whether it's going to the zoo. Thank you, Gnome. Blessings to you. Whether it's like going to the zoo or whatever it is, like she's always willing to get up and go. And but she's sitting down with a paper and a list. And so I'm asking her about this, about the piece of paper and a list. She's making a list of things to do. Like it's almost like she's saying, get off that couch, put that book down, find some things that you can do. Find some things that you can do. Oh, good, Ken. Does this sound like your Grandma Norma? So she's encouraging you, make a list of things that you can do. My cat is biting me. So there you go. That sounds like her for sure. Okay. So her encouragement to you is find some things to do. Don't let yourself lay there on the couch and be reading books all day long. So,
and I feel like she was a pretty positive person, but she comes through very I don't know what the word is, informally. She's just like, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing great. Here I am. I'm doing okay. It's almost like it's funny. Yeah, very, very just like, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing great.
No pretenses.
No, yeah, very, very very down home. That's when I thought, when you said jeans, I was like, that's exactly the type of just very casual. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing great. She was happy to get out of her body, though. I don't know what the situation was, but she was happy to get out of her body, whatever, that's the message I'm getting. So
she was very informal for sure. LOL. And she was a very laid back woman. Yeah. Very, very, that's how she came in.
Yeah.
I love that. I love
so that's what she's saying. She's okay. She's doing good.
She's doing great. Now get off that couch.
Yeah, get off the couch. But you're not. You need to get off the couch.
She said, yes, her body had a rough time the last few years. Yeah. So
she's
very
happy to get out of her body.
You're so welcome, Ken. Blessings.
Yeah.
Love your grandma. Yeah. I need her to kick me off the couch every once in a while too. I'll take that message.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Well, see how you get your messages through other messages, Debbie.
Right. So that's right.
There you are. Get off the couch.
Okay. T-Barb. Me too. Telling you. Probably for all of us.
Yeah.
Grandma Norma came in and told us all to get our
act together. Make a list and get it right.
Make that list.
Get off the couch.
It's good. It's so funny. I actually did make a list the other day. I'm like, I have to make a list because by the time my day goes, I forget what I wanted to do.
Exactly.
All right, Vicki. All right. My sister is a Trumpster. Will she know the truth?
My sister's she's not really a Trumpster, but she's on that trajectory.
I have we all have sisters like that.
She does like Trump, so I don't get it.
We all have that. I have two sisters like that. Actually. Okay. It's okay. I love them. I love them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling a lot that it, kind of a stubborn feel to this, and not that it's really not about whether or not she's a Trumpster or not. It's more holding her ground because of her own empowerment. It's kind of what I'm feeling with this one.
It's funny because it goes along with what I was seeing as well, is that it's almost like it's coming through. It's not whether she'll know the truth. Will she accept the truth is what it is, because she seems like she's very and if she does, she may not ever tell you that, it's like she wants to and I also feel like there's a general kind of thing with authority or something, being told what to do. To me, it goes way back, and it's ironic because these people, that's exactly what Trump
She's reading my cards, you guys, again.
Okay. Yeah, it goes back to the past, and it feels like, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to believe what I want to believe. It's very, there's some, yeah.
This is definitely past issues, and she's going to stand her ground no matter what. It's not about Trump.
No.
And she's just going to, this is how she empowers herself, and that's how it's going to be. It may bite her in the butt. She may find her way, and that's fine. But, this is her journey. And, but I do feel that she's seen some of the stuff going down, and she may, go off on her own journey. But as far as allowing that to be seen, it's unknown, but it may change in her heart. But she has other things that she's holding on to, as far as what we were just talking about. So
yeah,
she may find some balance. She's definitely being offered to find a balance. Scott says my sister's a closet Trumper.
Oh, well, that's okay. You can just ignore it. Pretend they're, yeah. Ignore it. It's not happening.
Vicky said she was a bossy older sister when they were younger. Yeah. That might be where those swords came from.
Yeah.
In that heart. Sisters can hold on to stuff for a long time.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't miss the question, did I? I'm looking right at the...
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay. Okay.
You know, and it's hard with the Trump people because it's like we want them to know the truth, accept the truth, tell us they were wrong. You know, we have this whole thing that we'd like to have happen, and it's probably not going to happen that way. They'll go down, you know, being the way they, you know, there's a personality thing here going on with them as well. It's not just Trump. So
yes, exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't resonate with me at all, but it is, you know, you know. Can you pick a card for me?
Okay, so can you
trying to launch a wellness product? Ooh.
DCJ. Ooh, I just got the chilies on that. Wellness, right when you said wellness product company, I was just like, whoa, resonated. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of choices. So, you know, standing out, getting a corner of a market, be an expert in something, you know what I mean? Like something that's going to, because there,
yeah, it feels good. It feels good to me. It feels like it's really good. It's a good thing. Yeah.
How to make your wellness product company stand out. But it feels really right when you said it, literally that energy came in. And aligning yourself with the right people. I see that I feel like you're already doing a lot of that. Like you already have a lot of the connections in place. Is it down to the marketing, DCJ? Yeah, you should see these cards. Oh, maybe it could be the money, the backing, the money. But I see help coming in, assistance in that.
Not really. What does he say? So I'm getting that you need to be not afraid to kind of, it's like you need to be not afraid to reach out and ask for help for things you don't know how to do. Okay. Bring people in. It's okay. I don't trust people until you know you can't trust them. I feel like there's an issue with like, almost like I don't really want to share this, like this is my thing. But when you don't know how to do something or you're unsure of something, trust spirit to help guide you to choose the right people to turn to, because I feel like you need help with this, and don't be afraid to ask for it, and don't be afraid to just not know stuff. Just be like, I have no idea how to do this, but I have this idea, or I have this thing I want to do. be vulnerable. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Allow yourself to be vulnerable enough to ask the questions, reach out for help, and then trust people that you've reached out to. This to me, I think Debbie and I both felt like this feels good. And whenever something is like that,
mm-hmm.
it's backed by spirit. Think of having them at your back, like wind at your back. And also kind of guiding you in making decisions. You have to trust that. You kind of have to. Mm-hmm. I just feel like you need to trust this and bring people in, the right people in. You will find the right people. Just bring them in to help you do the stuff you don't know how to do yet. That makes sense?
Yes.
That makes sense.
But what we were feeling at the beginning is spot on with the cards coming in like this too. This is talking about your wishes being fulfilled, things that you have been manifesting coming together, but also, having the tools and everything there right at your hands, the beginning of something very good, and having that enthusiasm behind it with that Page of Wands and your creative talent. But that also talks about, like what Kim said, bringing others in that you can connect to. When I was looking in, it was like you were connecting with others in the business somehow, mm-hmm. that had the expertise. I don't know, but good connections are important. But I do see the hard thing is with the finances is watching and where to put those. So be diligent about that. And then, but your outcome is really great. Mm-hmm. You have the Knight of Wands. And so this is, very energetic start to this. And the sun, you can't get any better than that. It's a yes, and just illuminating and great. So
yeah, take a leaps of faith are going to be involved in this, I think. So just get used to kind of just trying, getting yourself out there, asking people to help you, and take some leaps of faith. Don't be scared to do that, or worried about misstepping. Just get going, because I really feel like it's very supported by spirit.
Yep.
Whatever you're wanting to do. Okay.
I agree. Blessings to you.
Good luck.
Yay. I love it. General. Here's the general again. Okay, Lynn, we're going to tap in, but know that it might not be what you want to know. You're welcome, DCJ. Oh, Kim is frozen again. All right. While Kim pops off and pops back on, there's internet stuff going on at her house tonight. Leap of faith, yep. Just step forward. Hi, Amy. Okay. And there she is. And she's frozen again. All right. It's all the energy, guys. It's all the energy doing all this stuff. All right, Lynn, I'm going to start your reading. And when... Okay. Okay, so I'm getting throwing the dice. So I've never gotten this Oh gosh, the card that flew out too. We have the World. So yeah, I'm seeing you kind of like throwing the dice, like trying to make a decision. Maybe would you throw the dice if you're making a decision, or would you throw the dice because you're hoping for a good roll? This is interesting. Anyways, I'm seeing the throwing of the dice, and yeah, and then I'm seeing a crossroads. So I'm seeing possibly trying to make this choice. Do I go down this road or this road, this path or this path? I feel one is more creative than, like, one would be taking you down where you'd really be utilizing some creative energy, something that you're really passionate about. The other may be more financially stable, but this one would be more creative. So let's take a look. And it looks like with the World here, it's kind of like it's open up. It's open to you. So let's take a look. Yeah. So birthing something. Okay, let's take a look here. All right. So again, the center of the energy is the World. And so I feel like this is opening. So there's been some changes. There could have been some endings, and now it's open to this new possibility for you. And it looks like you've been birthing something. You've had the opportunity to kind of sit within it and review it, get some different perspectives. But I feel like you're putting something together. Hovering together. Okay. And so these are three powerful cards that are surrounding this energy. And again, this is a general reading, so it's hard for me to place it for you. So take this energy in. You have the Empress, the Hangman, and the World. So these are all really very strong and good. And then you have the Page of Cups and the Queen of Wands. So this offer coming in here, or you possibly are waiting on that to happen before you make a choice down these roads. But asking you to step into that Queen of Wands energy. Oop. And
so sorry.
Stay determined. It's hard. Are you plugged into the? Are you plugged directly into the internet, like into the Wi-Fi, into the modem, or?
I'm just on my laptop.
Right. So is your laptop plugged into the modem? Or like into
nothing's plugged in. I just have my laptop.
Okay, so that's why that'll happen. So
okay.
Yeah, because when you do streaming, it takes a lot more. So you have to get. I have mine's like 100 feet long, and it plugs into the.
Oh, okay. All right.
Into the
That's
router.
good to know, though. That's good to know. Thanks, Debbie.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So stay determined. And yeah, this very business-minded woman here too. And then at the bottom of the deck, you had the Nine of Pentacles there. So really putting together something that's going to last a long time, reaping the rewards there. So I don't know if that helped you with figuring out what path to step onto, but there you have it. With those first three cards there, it's pretty powerful. It sounds like going the creative direction might be the draw with that queen of.
You answered her question. She said, yeah, I got answers to the question.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know. I'm like, it's hard when you're doing a general. I don't know if I'm answering a question or not. I'm just.
Right.
All right. So it looks like we have time for another question here. Depending on how fast we go, we might have two. Blessings, Lynn. Good luck.
Scott's bragging about his Wi-Fi.
95%.
Stop.
That's funny.
Now I know. Now I'll do it differently next time.
Yeah, live streaming is a whole different ball game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Herc. Mel. All right. Can you tell me about my daughter? Can you tell me a little bit more about your question, Mel? Thank you, Linda. We will. So Mel K, if you're here, if you can explain your question a little better for us so we can kind of narrow it down. Yeah, I deleted one. I deleted the one troll. Okay. It might be, it is behind. I don't know how to, I think there's a way you can actually make it so the chat is the same speed as the video. The reason they have it delayed is so you can, delayed chat. I don't know why, but I don't know how to do
it. That's okay.
Okay, so I'm not seeing Mel here. Mel, are you here? If not, Lucien, we can go ahead with the next one. So, Kim, you've been really busy the last couple of weeks with readings and stuff. Do you have openings, or do you have a wait list?
I have a wait list right now, and yeah, I have a wait list right now. Okay. But you can, I mean, you can still,
yeah, you can still get on the wait list.
And just, yeah, you can get on the wait list for sure.
Okay, Mims, will we move to a new house this year?
So, Mins, there's something about either there aren't enough specifics, or I'm not sure what I'm getting something about specifics. So I don't know if there's not enough specifics. So like you need to like narrow it down, like what you really want, or if it's that there are too many specifics, you're overdoing like what you want, like you're looking for every tiny little thing and you need to loosen that up. So I'm not really sure which one it is, but it's something about specifics. Getting specific or letting go of some of the specifics. I'm not sure which one is holding you up. You would know that, but it's something about specifics. That's what I am getting right now.
Yeah. That might be
whichever it will help you to move.
That might explain this card. This came in, and so it's reversed, and it's about kind of, it gives that feel of being unapproachable. Like there's like you said, maybe there's too many things on your list that it's going to be hard to really find that. But finding something and make it in your own, bringing in your own creative changes, maybe open that up for you a little bit.
So, you want to move to a few acres and build.
Yeah. Okay. So
that's why I'm seeing all the specific, like all the specifics. When you plan to build, there's definitely that. So maybe that's what I'm seeing.
So that's very interesting, Mims, because when I was first stepping into the energy, I saw keys exchange. So I know this is going to happen for you, right?
Yeah.
And I see you and like running out and laying down on this field, like on this ground, and I'm like, where's the house? Like, I didn't see the house. I'm like, where's the house? I was confused. I'm like, does this mean she's like having joy in the journey? What does this mean? But it's not up to me to try to figure that out. But that's what I saw. I literally saw like my symbol for keys being exchanged, but obviously it would be property, because the next thing I saw was her running out and laying down on this ground.
Right.
So I do see it happening, but there is going to be a little bit of a pause. But it is coming in. Keep looking. There's actually going to be a few choices. Keep looking and be flexible. But that offer, you're going to make an offer. The right one's coming in. You're going to make an offer. Okay. So, I didn't really ask if it was this year. I just know it's not going to, there's going to be a bit of a pause, but it is happening. I'm so excited.
That's what I want. Okay. You're welcome. I hope that helps. Sometimes, and when people are watching this, and at least for me, sometimes information comes through that way. For me, it comes through in a word, a flash of a picture. It's really trying to put together puzzle pieces in a way. It's not like you're picking up the phone and just talking to someone. Yeah. It really does come in pieces, but I'm glad people are very understanding of like, okay, we need to ask a question. What do you more specifics? I don't, because it's very out of context when at least for me, when I get the information, it's completely out of context, and I'm like, I'm seeing this, is that, and then usually they know why I'm seeing it, but I don't.
Exactly. So I'm, really learning to kind of let go of, my interpretation of things I might be seeing. I do have certain symbols, like the keys is all to me is
right. Yeah.
Exchange. But when I didn't see the house and I saw it really on the ground, I'm like, where's the house? So I can understand that.
I have no house
for property to build a house. Okay. So that makes sense. That's funny. Such
okay, good. I understand it great.
But yeah, the bits and pieces and the silent movie sign language stuff going on.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Playing charades with spirit.
That's right.
Right.
All right. So here's our last one for tonight. And if we didn't get you on the list, of course, I'm back on Sunday. And then I think Kim and I are back on together in a couple of weeks. So we'll be back. Okay. Breezy Heart. Will my boyfriend recover financially? Will he be successful in podcasting? YouTube.
So Breezy Heart, I'm getting something about, because I, for whatever reason, I went first to like the podcasting YouTube thing. There's something about it that he needs to be better at kind of getting constructive criticism and getting taking advice and things like that. I feel like he feels like he needs to figure it all out and do it like himself, and that if he doesn't, that he's bad at it or it's not good or whatever. And it's not this is something he's going to kind of grow into, because I feel like this is going to be a really good thing.
Yeah.
The podcast or YouTube, it's going to be a very good thing, but it's going to be a growth thing for him. So tell him not to be afraid of changing things, tweaking things when people give him advice, to use it and not be offended by it or be, and to be, pick the things he likes and doesn't like, but to really take it in and not see it as some kind of slight on him, but something to help him grow. And it is going to be kind of a growth experience. And so if he can kind of roll with that and grow with it, he'll get really, really good at it. And I feel like he has all the beginning parts of being really good at it, but he may need to tweak things here and there and to not be afraid to do that. And if he does that, to not feel like I failed, or I didn't know this, so I'm, I should have known this or something. Tell him not to get caught up in the ego that way, just to think, how can I make this better? How can I do this better? And keep that kind of mantra in his head, rather than I'm offended, I'm not doing this right, somebody thinks I did this wrong, or don't get caught up in that stuff. Because he has all the stuff to do to get something really great going, but that could stand in his way. So tell him to get rid of that ego and just, tweak things here and there as he goes, and it will be really good.
Yep. I'm feeling the same thing. And I also see that, he's really good at finagling finances. He'll work that out. He's pretty sly about that. So he'll work out the financial end of things for himself. But going to the YouTube is what the cards came out with that as well. And you have the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is kind of the theme of this whole thing, the theme of the reading, the reading here. And that's, this is his thing. This is where he's bringing the strength to this. He has the social skills. This is a good place for him to be, like the doing the channel or podcast. I feel like that's a good place for him. The King of Cups also brings in that emotional balance that we need from him to do this, right? So that would be the encouragement to him, is not to take on all the negative that could come towards him, but to remain in that balance and that truth of who he is and what he brings to the table to this, just like what Kim was saying. And also being open to support and help and words from others. But with that Ace of Wands, this is absolutely bringing new inspiration to him and bringing that forward. And so this is all about his channel. And I think that's a good arena for him to do all those things. He definitely has it. So here you have the Knight of Wands and the Hierophant. And with the Knight of Wands, it actually came in reverse. So backwards. There we go. So, there's going to be some times where he's going to be facing, and he's just going to have to remain strong in his truth and seek higher guidance. Okay. So don't be hasty to just say, and don't be hasty to give up. There's going to be bumps. Okay. Mm-hmm. Stay strong.
And I think also that I was just going to say that there seems to be an overall thing with him about thinking, I need to have all the answers. I should have known this. I need to know this, or I don't know this, and I don't want to seem stupid, so I don't want to ask, and I feel like there's a in both the financial stuff and the creating the podcast and the YouTube, I think that there's going to be a lot of lessons like that for him, because I feel like with the financial stuff, he needs to not be afraid to ask for help, ask for advice, to reach out. I feel like, there's so many people in this boat doing something new, and, getting financially, things getting difficult. And so there's no shame in it. There's exactly. We can't all in fact, we don't ever do stuff by ourselves. We need other people. And so I feel like in general, he kind of needs to let go of feeling that way and be able to reach out to other people to help him and to give him guidance, because none of us have all the answers, and there's no shame in that. It doesn't mean he's dumb. It doesn't mean he should have known this or whatever. It's not that. It's lessons we all have to learn, and we all have to help one another. That's why we're here.
Yep. Stop that car and get those directions if you don't know where you're going, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, it's okay.
It's okay.
So, and this card backs that up, that message coming through. Just go right in there. The church is right there. Step in and get the help you need. It's okay. It's right there. Mm-hmm. And he's going to be successful. He has everything he needs. So there's just a few things that he'll bump into, and just encouraging him to continue to reach out. So, but he's going to be, this is a successful venture for him.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Very cool. Yeah, we didn't all jump on here and just do it by ourselves. No. We all helped each other out. Just like tonight, we told Kim she needs to plug in.
Get with the 21st century, Kim.
We're in 2021, Kim. Plug in.
Exactly. Get with the program.
All right. So again, happy Friday, guys. And we are all in this together. The energy's all happening, and I'm so thankful for the community, and that we can reach out to each other. So thank you, Lucienne, for keeping that amazing list.
Yeah, thank you, Lucienne.
And making it all work. Thank you, all the moderators, for all that happened tonight in the chit chat. And keeping us all loved and safe. And don't forget, on Sunday, Spiritual Growth Tarot will be on 11:11 with me. So looking forward to that, Denise. Thank you for being here. And Scott, thanks for hanging out with us tonight in the chit chat. And Queen's Tarot, I don't know if she's still here, but she was with us for a while.
Thank you. Yeah. Sharon
Lee, love you. And so anyway, giving you all a big hug. Thanks for the fun Friday night. So enjoy the rest of your night and weekend. And please, until next time, take care of yourselves. And we will see you then.
Bye. Bye, guys. Thank you. Thanks, Debbie.